Hey guys, now you know that I always say that quality is always more important than quantity, especially when it comes to style. But there are also other things, expensive things, that you cannot or should not buy cheap. Now I know that, of course, times are tough and a lot of people can't afford more expensive things. But as far as it is possible, you need to try, because in the long run, it's actually gonna save you money. If you buy these things cheap, it's gonna cost you a lot more money in the long run. If we get into the video, you'll understand what I mean. I'm gonna share with you 10 things that men should never buy cheap. Let's get to it. Now just very quick, if it's the first time that you hear my channel, my name is Daniel and welcome to DLM Men's Lifestyle. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider it and also click that notification bell here so you won't miss any of our future videos. Now, let's start with the first thing. Men should never buy cheap. A high quality mattress and pillow. Look, you gotta have an awesome bed. You gotta invest in this. Think about it. If you sleep 8 hours a day, that is 2,920 hours a year. That is the amount of time you spend on your bed. And if you spend this time on a good quality mattress and a pillow, then you'll get good quality sleep every day of your life. And you will have enough energy every day to take on the challenges that this life throws at you. If you don't get good sleep, it can lead to fatigue, irritability, mood swings, difficulty focusing and remembering, a reduced sex drive, less physical strength, a lower ability to fight off infections. You get increased risk for stroke and asthma attack, and an increased risk for depression and mental illness. If you can, invest in a high quality bed so that you can get quality rest for years to come. I'll add some good options for you in the video description down below that you can check out. A good phone and a high quality phone case. You know, a lot of people, when something is new, better quality, when it's faster, I'm talking about technology here, people buy new phones. But then they don't protect those new phones with a good cover, a good phone cover. They just buy cheap and fake covers. Why? If it falls and breaks, that cheap cover is not going to protect your expensive phone. Just buy a more expensive, good quality phone case that will not only protect your phone, but also make it look better. An electric toothbrush. I'm so surprised that a lot of guys don't take care of their teeth. It represents you whenever you smile, whenever you talk, your appearance. You only have the teeth that you have, and you gotta take care of them. I used to have a cheap toothbrush when I was younger. When I got old, I got another one. But then one day I realized I gotta respect myself enough to take good care of myself when it comes to grooming. And that includes a better toothbrush. According to dentalhealth.org, science has found that electric toothbrushes clean teeth and gums much better than manual toothbrushes. And people who use an electric toothbrush have healthier gums, less tooth decay, and also keep their teeth for longer, compared with those who use a manual toothbrush. Shoes. Look, you can buy cheap shoes because they are everywhere, but in a few months, they're just gonna break. They will wear out, and then you'll have to buy a new pair, and then a new pair, and it's just gonna continue and continue until you're probably dead. So you're wasting a lot more money. At the end, you spend a lot more, and you're also taking time, which also is money. Time is money. You take that time to go, 1 or 2 hours to go and look for a new pair of shoes every single time. So in the end, you pay more for cheap shoes that you would have paid for a good, more expensive, but a high quality pair of shoes that will last you for a long time. And that looks a lot better, more stylish. Let me give you an example. I bought these good quality boots 11 years ago and they still look good today. I'll also add my other shoes from Oliver Cabell and Ace Marks in the video description below if you want to check them out. I'll do the same for all the other items that I'm talking about in this video. A stylish bag. You can't go wrong with a good quality bag that will last you for a long time. The reasoning behind this is basically the same as the shoes. Buy cheap and it will break, it won't last, and you will have to buy again and again. I bought this leather bag when I was 22 years old and I still use it today. And this one is my favorite. You probably already saw it on the banner of my channel. Buying the more expensive, the higher quality things, just like this bag, will always be better than the cheap things that always break and always let you down. You'll save money in the long run. A good coffee maker. If you love coffee as much as I do, it is an investment. Think about it. If you buy 2 cups of coffee every day, it will cost you around $7 a day, let's say. That is $2,555 a year. That's a lot of money. And you also waste a lot of time. Think about it. When you go to the coffee shop every day, that queue you have to stand in and wait for your coffee. Think about how much time you waste in a year. This coffee machine here cost me only $700. So even if I buy my own coffee beans and use my own electricity, I will still save a lot of money and time, year after year after year. Now yes, a coffee machine is expensive, but it is an investment because it will save you a lot of money for years to come. And if you do decide to get one, get a good quality one that makes awesome coffee, because you're gonna have to drink that coffee every day for years to come, and you want it to be great. Buying a good laptop or a PC. This is something you just gotta dig deep, take out the money and buy the best one that you can, according to your budget. Especially if you work from home and need a good laptop for your job. Now, of course, this depends on what you do with your laptop, but the better you buy, the better quality it is, the longer it will last you. Just think about it a little bit. Think back. I'm 34 years old right now. I'm not going to be able to use laptops from 10 years ago because it's just too old. You need more space to store all your videos or your photos, a bigger hard drive. You need better RAM, a faster computer, because it needs to be able to handle fast work at home. If other people have fast computers and you don't, if they have fast internet and you don't, you're going to get behind. And the same goes for graphics. If you need to edit videos, for example, like I do, being a YouTuber, you can't have a slow, bad computer. You need good graphics, you need a fast computer, fast RAM, and you need a lot of space. You don't want to get behind. So just don't buy just a cheap one just for now, just for a few years. Buy a good one that will last you for a long time. Light bulbs. A lot of people do it and I don't understand why. When they live, when they go and they move into a new house, they try to do everything as cheap as they can. I don't understand this, because cheap now does not mean cheap for the long run. You're just gonna waste a lot more money in the long run. That's the same when it comes to things like light bulbs. Just use a little bit more money and get LED light bulbs. Why? Because number one, they use less electricity, saving you money on your electricity bill. Number two, they also last a lot longer. They will last between 10,000 and 25,000 hours, where a normal light bulb usually lasts for only 1,000 hours. A good quality watch, or a few watches that will fit in with a few different outfits. If you buy cheap watches for some reason just always break. They never last. Why? Because they're cheap. They're made of cheap materials. It's always better to invest in a more expensive, good quality watch. Now, you don't have to go super expensive, like this watch from Blancpain, costing you $117 on Amazon. That's just crazy. I mean, think about everything that you can do with that money. Think about all the people you can feed with that money. That is just crazy. I think people who buy that kind of watches, being so materialistic, selfish people. Did you know the most expensive watch in the world is the Hallucination by Graf Diamonds, which will cost you 55 million. So no, you don't have to go that expensive. But there is something special about getting a good quality watch for life. And then if you pass on, you can leave it to your son. Or if you don't have a son, to your daughter. Think how special it will be to them. I'll add some great options for you in the video description down below. Outgoing quality clothes. When you're at home, you can probably wear whatever you want because you're at home. But if you go out, it's awesome to have good quality clothes that will fit in with every occasion. For example, a great suit that fits you perfectly for that important business meeting. That leather jacket that's perfect for when you are on the move or on a date. And the jeans that are made for your leg shape, that never looks old and that fits in with most outfits. I can go on and on and on, but I think you get it. And remember, comfort, style, and price always need to go together when it comes to clothes. And you can go cheap, but you're not going to look as good, and it's going to cost you more money at the end because you'll always have to go and buy new clothes. Cheap clothes, they will always just wear and tear, and you will have to go buy new ones. Instead, just buy good quality from the start that will last you a lot longer. Start today. Invest in yourself. Invest in good quality clothes that will last you for years to come. Now, just a bonus tip. Good quality cologne. Move away from these cheap drugstore products and get yourself great quality cologne like Vince Camuto Terra, Sava by Christian Dior, Versace Eros, or Dolce & Gabbana The One for Men. I'll also add a few other options in the video description down below. But if you buy good quality cologne and you use it, you'll automatically smell good for your wife or your girlfriend and for other people. And that just shows them that you are a real gentleman. If you also have good manners. These days, it's like, I don't know how to say this, but it's true. Guys are becoming worse and worse and worse because they have less manners. They don't even know what it means to be a real man anymore. Now, we are talking about material things, but there are other things, more important things, that makes you a real man. That is more important than just material stuff. If you want to know what that is, then check out this video here and I'll see you there. And always remember, life is short, so don't waste yours. Cheers, guys.